Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. By show of hands, who know your credit score? Who knows their credit score? Thank you. And by show of hands, who last checked their credit report in the last year? Good. A 2016 survey conducted by Equifax, one of the three main credit bureau agencies, said that 45% of college students know their credit score. Another survey conducted by the Consumer Federation of America said that 32% of Americans never obtained a copy of the credit report. Understanding credit can be both difficult and challenging. It could also affect your love life. One survey conducted by Bankrate indicated that 4 out of 10 adults said that knowing someone's credit score could affect their willingness to date that person. Understanding credit does not have to be a battle. Sir Francis Bacon said that, a philosopher, said that knowledge is power, and that couldn't be any more truer for knowing your credit report. You just have to know some key components that bank institutions are looking for: debt structure, delinquencies, and also utilization are the main components of an institution will review whenever they're reviewing your credit. And I apologize, that is delinquencies, debt structure, and also utilization. In our first slide, and that's what is our statistics, that 45% of college students doesn't know their credit score. Do you mind skipping the other one? Thank you. And the other one. So delinquencies. The delinquencies mainly are composed by past due payments, collections, and charge-off accounts. And that's one of the first things that a lender might look at whenever they're going through your credit report. What is a charge-off account? A charge-off account is something that is completely past due for so long, like over 20 days, that a lender might consider it as a loss. One of the charge-offs accounts that may include would also be collections. Collections could be unpaid bills like your telephone bill, your cable bills, and also commonly medical and hospital bills. Payment history is also a very good, important thing to consider. If you're never late, great. That's what companies are looking for. And they might overlook some sporadic past due payments here and there if your other components of your credit report are looking good. Another thing that a lender might look at is also your debt structure. I do apologize, do you? Yes, thank you. So what is debt structure? Debt structure is, do you have a car loan? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have credit cards? Do you have a student loan? That's debt structure. Specifically, a lender will look at your overall credit card debt. Your overall credit card debt is really all how you're managing it. For instance, let's just say you have $10,000, $20,000 in credit card debt. But if you're managing them well, like making large payments, if you're making pay in fulls, which is you're paying it off every single month and you're not carrying balances, then companies wouldn't be that concerned. But let's just say, for instance, you have $50,000 in credit card debt and you're only making minimum payments. That's not painting a very good picture for lenders. Another thing that we're going to look at is how many credit cards you have. If you have 5 or less credit cards, that's considered controlled debt, and that's very good. Spread debt is 6 or more credit cards, and that's where you want to avoid. The third thing that we're going to look at is, the third thing that a lender might look at is utilization. Utilization is a percentage. It's the balance compared to the credit limit. If you are under 35%, and that's a good thing. Anything above 35, you really are drawing the line, especially if you have 55%, 85% compared to the limit. That's actually not a very good thing, and it's considered high. You want to avoid that. How many credit cards you have? No, I'm sorry, you can stay there, apologize. How many credit cards you have is actually what matters here in this section as well. Let's just say, for example, you have 14 credit cards. 8 of them, you have no balances, right? You're not using them at all. But there's the 6 of them that you are using. Let's just say, for example, the 6 credit cards you're using, they have high balances, therefore high utilization. That's actually not a very good thing, because even though your overall utilization might be good, it's telling the banks that those specific credit cards that you have, you're not managing them very well because the balances are high. So the banks will look at your overall utilization, so all your credit cards combined, and then they will look at your individual credit card and what the utilization is for each. So credit cards and their credit reports and overall your credit reporting, it's a lot more complex. It definitely has a lot more factors, because this basic knowledge will definitely help you understand that. So you don't have to worry if a company calls you and say, hey, we're reviewing your credit card, because now you have this basic understanding. So delinquencies, debt structure, and utilization are the main key components. My name is Diane Ramos, and I'll leave you with a quote by Taylor Gregory from Goodreads. If you don't take care of your credit, then your credit won't take good care of you. Thank you, everyone.